Hey guys, Trevor here with Ecommerce Paradise High Ticket Dropshipping Podcast. And today's episode, I'm really excited to announce that I'm going to be relaunching my High Ticket Dropshipping Masterclass on June 14th. So if you haven't gotten into my free mini course yet, you can do so at ecommerceparadise.com/free dropship course. We'll take you right into the free mini course. It's a 3-video series where you get to learn everything about location independence, millionaire mindset, and my high-ticket dropshipping blueprint for success. So make sure you get yourselves in there. You're also going to get a free niches list when you get in there of high-ticket dropshipping niches that are profitable that I currently sell online right now. So with that said, let's get into the video where I'm going to talk today about location independence for you. I want you to understand what it is exactly, why that I work so hard to achieve it, and I think that it's the main driving factor behind high-ticket dropshipping in the first place. Most people, why they get started with this business, is to become location independent. But what does it actually mean? What does it entail? What are some of the good things about it? What are some of the bad things about it? What should you be prepared for? And what does doing it long-term look like and feel like? And I won't lie, it's like a dream come true. Being location independent is something I always wanted to do when I was growing up through my college years. I knew that I didn't want to work a day job at one place the rest of my life. I didn't want to have to be tied to any one particular income source. I wanted multiple income sources. So growing up, I was always doing a lot of research online and trying to figure out how to make multiple streams of income and how to get rich and how to be able to travel the world and stuff like that. And what I ended up stumbling upon was online marketing, internet marketing, and eventually drop shipping. And what really caught my eye was that, hey, you can actually run this from a computer. You don't actually need to be in a physical warehouse or retail store to sell these products online. Even with just retail and getting suppliers and selling their products, you can actually sell it all through your computer. You can get orders online. You can deal with a lot of it through your smartphone. Actually, you can manage your business on your smartphone. And you're able to go and live anywhere in the world you want to. But man, there are a lot of caveats to that, guys, and location independence does not come easy. And it's also very stressful. So traveling in general is a lot of fun. I love traveling. Who doesn't love traveling, right? But traveling comes with a lot of stress. You got to pack up all your stuff, and you got to figure out where to go. You've got to plan your destination out. You've got to make sure that you're going to be somewhere where you're going to be safe, where you can get transportation. You're going to figure out your lodging. You got to figure out your food. If you have special diets and concerns about that, you have to figure out where you're going to be able to eat. So different parts of the world are very different. You have many different cultures, languages, and types of food. And many different cultures, they don't see the world the way that the Western world sees it. So if you're like in America and this is all you really know is growing up in America, or maybe Australia, the UK, or any developed nation in the world, and that's all you've known growing up, and you want to start traveling other places, traveling to maybe developing countries. Southeast Asia is a very popular destination. Even like developed nations in Asia, or Europe, or even places in Africa, South America, Central America. There's tons of places you can go. But you have to keep in mind that these places aren't like America at all. There's a lot of differences. You're going to be dealing with language barriers. You're going to be dealing with all sorts of different types of food and cuisine to eat. You're going to be dealing with different types of money. You're going to be dealing with different types of transportation. And it can all be very confusing and bewildering and overwhelming, especially when you first get started. I remember when I first got to Chiang Mai, Thailand, I realized that, whoa, this is way different than I, for some reason had in my mind. There's a lot of streets that don't even have sidewalks. They're all messed up. The cars don't stop at red lights, unless it's a big intersection. And the food is different. And yeah, everything's really cheap though. I mean, I absolutely love Chiang Mai, but at first it was weird to me. It was like a culture shock. Over time, I grew to absolutely love that place, and I still love it, and I go back there ever so often today. But places like Bali were kind of a similar experience for me. At first, it was kind of a culture shock. It was scary. Everybody, the way they drive in Bali and stuff, it's kind of crazy. But it's kind of the same thing in Southeast Asia. You drive left side of the road most of the countries, and you kind of just like flow through it like it's a river. It's different than the States. It's just something you're going to have to get used to, guys. And if you want to become location independent, if you want to travel the world and have these experiences, you got to be open to the experiences. So work really hard and build a high-ticket dropshipping business like I did about 10 years ago now, and free yourself with that day job and everything. But then you have to be open to really enjoying the heck out of those experiences, because that's what you work so hard to go and enjoy, was being able to live abroad for months at a time and not have to worry about putting food on the table and having an income to feed yourself and having an income to keep your travels going. You can make money while you travel. You can, hire virtual assistants to run your business for you so you can keep doing things you want to do and have fun doing it. Location independence is a wonderful thing. Now, not everybody wants to travel constantly throughout the world. That's kind of what's known as a digital nomad. It's kind of what I do. Like, I will go here for a few months, go there for a few months, whatever. It's kind of whatever I want to do, just because that's my natural, that's my lifestyle that I want to live. I love that. I like moving from city to city. It's kind of fun. Why? Because that's who I am. That might not be who you are, though. You might have a family, you might have kids, but you still want to be location independent. So you might decide, okay, I want to have a house, like a home base in one country. Let's just say at home somewhere in the USA, and I still want to be able to travel to Thailand, go to Australia, go to Europe whenever I want to, and that's perfectly okay. And a high-ticket dropshipping business can do that for you too. You can work from home as often as you want, have a great home base, home office, all that stuff, and then go to another country whenever you want to and live there for a few weeks at a time or a few months at a time, whatever. Like, it's up to you. And that's the beauty of this business model, is that it can actually provide you with the income you need to be free. Now, the hard part is deciding what you want to do. I found sometimes, guys, it is the hardest thing, actually, is to decide what to do. Maybe it's not for you, but for me it can be. I like to make my travel arrangements around friends or around events or around conferences or around clients and business. So if there's none of those things going on, but I still want to go to a country, I have to really figure out, okay, why would I go to this country for this amount of time? I'm just going to be kind of wandering around lost. I want to have a point to be there, a purpose, so that I'm going here, point A, point B, get the work done, have that experience, and then go back home and stuff like that. That's kind of where I like to live. That's kind of I like to be moving, constantly moving in some direction. So keep that in mind. It's really important as you're setting these goals is to also plan them out as you go. Don't just stop with the goals, but also say, hey, what's it actually going to be like to go to this country? And what can I actually get done while I'm there? And then look online and be like, all right, well, if my industry is, let's just say, home furnishings, there's tons of home furnishing expos all around the world. I can go to, home furnishing expos in Europe and maybe in, anywhere across the United States and Canada, in maybe China, obviously in Japan they have home furnishing expos. Maybe if you're into the smart home, for instance, you can go to Tokyo. They probably have some crazy conventions out there on smart home stuff. Maybe if you're somehow related in gaming of some sort, in that niche, you can go out to countries where there's big gaming expos, that kind of stuff. Just get creative with your travel arrangements, and location independence doesn't have to be something that is scary or hard to do. It's something that's supposed to be really fun and exciting. Just be prepared for all the little tiny intricacies that go beyond that. Now, the biggest tip I can give you guys is that you have to have a really good work-life balance. And you hear this all the time. It's kind of a cliche, but work-life balance is kind of important, because if you work constantly while you're traveling, you're not actually get a chance to enjoy the place that you're traveling in. And I make that mistake a lot because I have a lot of work to do. I'm always growing this business bigger. And what I'm thinking to myself is what would I rather do right now? Would I rather go relax and do nothing on a beach, or would I rather build my business so that in 6 months it makes me another $100,000? And usually the answer to that question for me is I'd rather build this business so in 6 months it makes me another $100,000, because I would rather have that money in the bank in 6 months than not, and just be looking back and saying, man, that was fun chilling on the beach, but what do I have because of that? So there's that kind of feeling of awesome, I'm living the lifestyle of my dreams, and then there's that feeling of, man, I know that in 6 months I'm going to be making bank because I'm just killing it right now with the work. So you got to be able to differentiate between those two and make a good decision for yourself and your business that's smart. And also, guys and gals, it's really, really smart with your business, especially if you're just beginning, to find a partner out there, a business partner, either the same sex or different sex. It doesn't matter. What matters is that they're complementary to you and that you can work on the business with them. Because if you travel a lot, it's going to take a lot of your time away from the business. And a business takes a lot of time and effort. If you're trying to run everything yourself, you're going to get totally bewildered, overwhelmed. So a good idea is to find a really good business partner you can count on to do the other part of the business for you, and you can work on the part that you're good at. while you're traveling, and so you don't have to work all the time. Maybe 3 to 4 hours a day at the most. You can take days off whenever you want to, that kind of stuff. And your business partner will be working on the other stuff. Your business partner doesn't even have to be traveling with you. They could be anywhere else in the world. And so just make clear expectations. Let them know, hey, like I'm going to be traveling here and there. I'm still going to be working, that kind of thing. If you guys have separate business structures, business parts of the business you work on, then obviously a clear compensation structure and a clear expectation structure and a team backing both of you. I think it's really a recipe for success. And, the beauty of it is that, truly, you can do whatever you want in this business. You can work from home. You can travel. I mean, it's up to you. Money's going to be keep coming in as long as you keep working on it. And, having the freedom to go wherever the heck you want to and do whatever the heck you want to with your time is absolutely amazing, but it does come with responsibilities. So just keep that in mind, guys. Hope you really enjoyed this podcast episode. If you are location independent and you want to meet up somewhere in the world, join my group on Facebook, Ecommerce Paradise. Just go to ecommerceparadise.com/group and you'll get in there. Free Facebook group, and I'm going to be doing meetups across the world in different cities fairly soon here, so I'm excited about that. If you are interested, of course, in getting started with high-ticket dropshipping, go sign up for my free training, ecommerceparadise.com/free dropship course, and get in there, guys, and learn how to become location independent, learn how to get that millionaire mindset so you can become a millionaire without, live the life of being a millionaire without having to make $1 million right away, and then learn my blueprint. And if you really want to take action, if you're an action taker, get into the course. And the high-ticket dropshipping masterclass will change your life. I have students that are telling me every day now that it's changed their life, and it's just absolutely amazing. I'm so happy. And I'm so grateful. And I do this because I love you guys, and I'm super passionate about what I do, and I love to help people. And so if you're out here, guys, let's meet up. I don't mind hanging out with all of y'all and having a good time. So hit me up in the comments section. Let me know what city you're in, and we'll meet up and hang out and talk e-commerce and business. All right, we'll talk to you in the next episode. Take care.